Yeah, been off the bike for a few weeks, just settling back in. Welcome to Team Savannah Racing. Today we're going to be doing a hill climb. The goal for this ride, no one is to stay in front of me on this climb. That's the goal. All right, let's go. So I'm looking ahead, and that's the guy with the KOM, or that's the guy who is in first place. You see his that avatar moving ahead, the transparent one. So I have to chase that down right out the gate, and I'm not fully ready for this at this point. I thought I'd be able to settle in, so I'm having to push up now 300 watts just to stay with that, because if that one leaves me from this point, it's already over. So no one stays in front of me. That's the goal. So I'm trying to use some type of strategy, because this is going to be a long ride, to see if I can pull that back. So I had to push all the way up to like close to 400 watts to pass him, and I'm trying to hold him off a little bit, see if I can get myself some breathing room so I can settle back down to about 250, 260 watts, riding about 4 watts per kilo, and settle down and keep him off. So again, the goal for the day is to stay in front of everyone. If I see someone on this climb, I have to pass them. That's the goal. One of the good things about this is as you go up the climb, the color codes tell you how steep it is. So the blue that we're riding on right now, it's like 2%. It's still a gradient, but it's 2%, one of the lower gradients, so it's a little bit easier to ride. As it gets to yellow, we're looking at about 3-4% on this yellow or this gold. And as the color gets deeper, that's a higher gradient. So pay attention to that. So on this one, I can ride 17 miles per hour around 250 watts. And that's because it's about, up to 4%. So I have to pay attention to those. And you have to sort of get your mind in the frame to go harder on the harder gradients in order to keep or maintain a certain speed. So I averaged over 300 watts for like 2+ minutes on the other one. So I'm trying to see if I could get a chance to settle down. Here's a blue piece, then it goes into a red piece, orange to red. We're now 8%, and you're trying to, and you see my watts go up 343, because that's the watts that I have to push in order to maintain a certain speed, or my speed is going to drop all the way down to 2-3 miles per hour, and I don't want that. I'm trying to stay as fast as I can go over all the various gradients, but at the same time I have to save something, because this is going to be a long ride. So it calls for a lot of strategy while you're riding these hills, and riding in ZWIFT with the color codes help you to be able to strategize properly. Now my trainer is set to maximum difficulty, and that might be a lot of people don't do that, but I leave it like that because I want the real experience. I want to feel it in the pedal, how it would feel on the road. So when you're riding 14%, 12, 13, 14%, you're feeling the resistance in the pedal as you go over. I can't do anything under 300 watts on these, or else I'm not going to be moving at all. As you can see, I'm only riding like 11 miles per hour, 12 miles per hour on these grades. So it's not easy, but like I said, no one is supposed to stay in front of me, and I'm going to pass everyone on this climb. That's the goal. Another thing that you have to bear in mind when you're riding Zwift, when the gradient comes down and it flattens off, the pedal frees up to what it would be like on the road. So it's harder to push higher watts when you're going down a hill or it comes down to a lower grade. You're gonna really have to use up the gears and you're gonna have to really be pushing. But after you've given so much effort on the climbs for the higher grades, by the time you get to a lower grade, you're just so happy that you made it to the lower grade. You take a breather. So that's what's going on here. So like I said, I'm passing everyone on here. If I start seeing people that I can't catch, then I'll know I'm not meeting the goals. So when you come into Zwift to ride, you have to have your goals set. What exactly you're trying to do today. And this is what I'm trying to do. So far it's going pretty good. I've passed everyone on the climb. No one has passed me back, at least to this point. This ride is brought to you by TopazEMR.com, the way forward electronic medical record systems in Jamaica and the Caribbean.
Jesus atone. When I'm feeling scared, oh, I'm running scared. Oh, the Lord God is always there. Please understand, say you understand what I'm talking about. Is a precious lamb. Turn them speakers up, bump them speakers up. For the cause that I sing, here it is. Jesus is the only reason I am still alive. Guiding me out on the streets that are